people who are tuning into this recording, it's confirmed. I love jambalaya. Delicious. Dad said with a smile on his snout. His plate already cleaned off to show just how much he loved it. You think of becoming a chef when you graduate? I don't. Dad, I'm not Sage. I'm not a trans man. I'm not allowed to be a chef. That's a woman's job. Actually, the chef industry is predominantly dominated by men. It's kind of ironic considering that women belong in the kitchen. And then he gets smacked on the back of the head for making that joke. I don't know, Dad. To be honest with you, there's not a single original element in my cooking. I'm just really good at following instructions online. I mean, everyone is. But, that's what they teach you, Anon. That's what chef school is for. Come to think of it, how the fuck did I make a railgun in science class? Where did you get the power for that? Unless you were shooting like petties. Call the mechanist. Yeah, just call your fucking tech priest, man. Let them troubleshoot it. They can figure something out. Need to pay them with toasters. Don't pay them with toasters. They always get mad when they put them in the microwaves. Sorry, the microwave. That's my finest American accent. Mom smiled up from her plate. Instructions or not, it was made with heart. She then tilted her head. So how was your... Please include the qualifier first day in 11th grade. Pretty good. That was pretty much because it's pretty lax. You know, it's the first day. Nothing actually happens on the first day. I mean, I almost stepped in some shit and almost got the name Shit Shoes, but I managed to avoid that fate, so we're not going for ending one quite yet. Shit Shoes? Yeah, some other kid stepped in it. They called him Shit Shoes. They threw him down the garbage chute, and I think he died. You know, he had it coming. He stepped in shit. Why was there shit in the school? Well, some other kid pulled his pants down and took a big dump in the middle of the road. He's cool. The guy who stepped in the shit, however, was not. I don't get kids and their rules on who's cool and who's not anymore. Mom nods. Silence over the table as Olivia and my parents looked at each other. Blink. What was going on here? Honestly, I do feel... I think I know where this conversation's going, and I'm going to have some opinions about that. Well, that's great to hear. He looked at Olivia and Mom before looking... How the fuck did they not tell you, Anon? We have some news to tell you. Dad rested both hands on the table. Remember when the doctor said she'd notify that company regarding Olivia? Yeah, I think you called it InGen? Dad nodded before producing an open letter. That's just a letter. Why are you calling it an open letter? Well, InGen got back to us last month. Shit looked like it was directed by Hideo Kojima. I mean, old head teacher just sounds like a Hideo Kojima guy. Does it? I don't know. I've never read anything he's written. And they said they were interested in providing a weekly program for Olivia. What is this? What are they doing? Are they going to help her with neurological things, or are they like... Not only to help... Oh, okay. Not only to help them understand the nature of her condition, then handing me the letter, but also to help Olivia... Also help find a way to help Olivia walk again. I look at the letter, but it's just full of DNA scribbles. Unfortunately, I'm not a biologist. God damn it, Dad! I'm a culinarist. No, culinarist. I'm a culinaromancer, Dad. I've got a recipe for disaster to cook up. I'm unsure for a moment if I heard that correctly, slowly reaching my claw for the letter itself. I look up, smile growing on my smile. I'm not going to play Standing Here again. I'm standing here because standing breeds standing and all that fun stuff. I don't know how the hell we could have gotten so lucky since the doc said it was a low chance they'd even consider it. Then again, Dad was possibly a former spook. I mean, he pretty much confirmed he is. Maybe that wasn't crazy to believe they'd give us a benefit. I mean, if your dad is a spook, he probably knows some people. Hell, if he's been in the military, he can probably pull that rank. Oh, no, wait. America hates veterans. They like current soldiers. They hate the ones that retire. I heard they're going to cancel veterinary stuff in order to scrap the budget or whatever it was. It sounds like you're in for a rough time. This is awesome. And then look to the baryonyx. Olivia... The silver eyes looked at me before looking back down, unable to meet my gaze as I paused, looking back at the letter. I have some serious issues with how much. First off, using back a little too much there, buddy, but also kind of weird. Just describe the motion fluently instead of being this hachi shmachi. What the fuck? I saw the address where it had come from. Hold on. Hold up. Wait, Jurassic Park was written in 1990? I'll be honest, I always got the impression that Jurassic Park is one of those weird novels that comes from like the 70s or 60s for some reason. Don't ask me why, I just had that vibe. So the movie came 3 years later. What the fuck? That is so weird. Well, I guess I learned something today. We didn't give shit about our veterans since 1917. Jesus. Not American. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Man, the new TF2 comic is fucking something else. Guy's hitting on a woman about to hang herself. Hell yeah. I probably need to start wrapping things up soon. We'll have another stream tomorrow, don't worry. 1975, Jurassic Way, Volcaldera Bluffs. That's 2 hours from Genoga Park, if I remember correctly. That's a big drive, man. Jesus. Like, if you're doing this regularly, I mean. That would be incredibly hard, even on a weekly schedule. Even on a weekly schedule, just for Olivia and whoever was driving to make that trip. Which would likely mean that Mother and I have been planning on a move for a while now. Just unsure where up until now. Again, don't use now like that twice. You can make the sentence cleaner. You can buff it out. Send an endless convoy of people to fight, and then in political forever wars for 30 plus years, VA expenses is gonna explode. Yeah. Well, on the plus side, Americans are docile little bitches, so when all those VAs eventually get kicked to the fucking curb, they're just gonna sit there and not do anything about it. Maybe you should do something about it. Maybe that Luigi guy was onto something. I'm talking about Luigi's Mansion! Capture their ghosts in vacuum cleaners so you don't have to pay them! Jesus. People think the worst nowadays. Nintendo had the bright ideas here, buddy. Now, people might say, Safi, it's unethical to capture living people in ghost containers, and I say, we're just helping them along. We're speeding up the inevitable. Well, I've been planning a move for a while now, just unsure where. Dad explained. Mesozoic private isn't very accommodating for Olivia, neither is her own house. It's your house. Build a pulley mechanism. It's good for physics class. We'll call there a bluffs. It's plural. I get that wrong myself. Don't worry. There's a nice city barring a few parts. You know, barring the human side of town and the part where Trish lives. So you're saying that it's... Oh, no, it's just the humans. Okay. I'm just gonna ignore that. Hasn't it... I guess there's dough? Humans aren't a big thing in this, are they? Aw. I don't know, I just noticed it. My brain started doing a thing. I mean, it'd be a big thing for Anons or whatever. And my company has a branch I could work at while we live there. Man, how fucking convenient. I mean, it's a fucking book. It's allowed to be convenient like that. This doesn't fucking matter. This is unimportant. It can be as convenient as it wants to be. Coincidences should enable the plot, not solve it. You know, there's this part of town that people would describe as... And he, like, looks side to side. You see his eyes getting a little shifty. Urban. But don't worry, we'll live in better places than that. Humans are silly things. They love living in those bad places. We'll live in good places because dinosaurs are smart, civilized creatures who know and can afford the real life. You know, Dad, the day I reveal that I'm actually a reincarnated human, it's gonna be really awkward, isn't it? Oh, honey. Honey, you always get so racist when you're drunk. I'm not even drunk. You don't even want to know what I'd say if I had a beer in my hand right up. I know a guy who gets really racist when they're drunk, and it's just the funniest shit ever. It's so fucking weird. Like, how does that even happen? How are you like a perfectly normal, decent being, and then you just start saying the stupidest shit? Ugh, there's a good reason I don't drink. I don't want to know what I'm like drunk. I'm probably the worst. I'm already bad enough as is. And we've been looking for a new school for you and Olivia to go to. Not as big as Mrs. Private, but it has a proper elevator for every floor. Oh my god, but the pulley, the prison laborer, the tech priests. Come on, don't make the plot boring. Give us a fun solution. A jetpack. Come on. Give her an eldritch tentacle arm she can use to Spider-Man her way up. Make her Spider-Man. Come on. This is bad writing. You're missing out on a very good plot that's completely tonally different from everything else you've done so far. Randomly and suddenly introducing superpowers is the perfect way to run a story like this. Seeing as we'll be moving halfway through the... Yeah? Oh, God. Oh, God, you're not even a scene. Ugh. So, in 6 months... Then pause. Realizing something. What school? Mom gave a comforting smile. Well, it's the place where your friend Nosler had been. Or he may still be attending. Volcano High. Why is there this pause? This pause feels like this guy wanted to have like 5 different fucking panels. Where like, we have reverse shots and everything of everyone. You can't do that in writing, really. Like, the reaction is the fun part, not the pause. So-called racists when they meet a... when they meet a Balkan? I know what the Balkan area, the Balkan is, but I don't know racist people well enough. Hold on, there's someone I have to help. I have to show them the TF2 comic. I also gotta post about that. Oh no! There's a dedication to the guy who died. Rick May. Oh shit, this is the comic. Oh hell, they're actually doing like transitionary panels. Damn! That's neat. I mean, I've never read the comics. I don't know if this is like normal or not. But I love it! Holy shit, this is neat. Oh, whoops! I don't know if that might have fucked up everything. Here's a link, I guess. Go read a comic if you want to. Ethanol activates my racist gene. One Guinness in and suddenly I'm ranting about Peruvians. Man, what a world we live in. What a world we live in. I got a chapter to finish, my man. The words that come out. Oh, that's cute. But I don't know if this works. Wouldn't it be better if like he just says that he says it himself? She started the sentence, but I finished it. Volcano High. I don't know. It's like this pause doesn't work for me. Although I guess the implication is that she didn't. Okay, here's the problem, right? This is an interruption sign. You use this because Anon is interrupting her. Then he pauses and then he says it. Like the way this is set up, it to me reads, especially because it is speaker, other speaker, speaker, other speaker, speaker. The way it reads to me is like she's just stopping for no good reason. This needs a rewrite to properly convey the punch. I don't like it. Again, you already got this much fucking blank space, buddy. Do something with it. Words that come from my own snout, not my mom's, is the reality it's set in. That twist just doesn't work in writing. Fun fact. this would work really well in a comic. Because you can take the text bubble, the little tail of the text balloon, and like twist it off the page. Well, you have the mother talking, right? And the text balloons are all over the place. And then you very subtly have a little thick black line, and then the tail goes the other way. You know, to imply it's someone else speaking. But you don't notice it until you go to the next panel where Anon is sitting. You know, like as if it's one big panel. That'd be a good way to do that. But I'm just thinking, and I've never really done directorial stuff for comics, like layout stuff. So what do I know? I was coming back, but fuck off! You haven't earned any of this. Like I said, you had this moment a while ago. My shock doesn't go unnoticed. How long had it been? You're 16, dumbass! Oh no, wait, he's in 11th grade. We've moved on a year. Forgot about that. Would I see her again? Could I? Again, it's been 17 fucking years. If you're gonna have old wounds open, you should have opened them earlier. To remind everyone how bad things could get. I don't know, it's like you've been talking so much about Olivia's... Again! Is the point that it's... Whatever. Yeah, like this is testicular torsion levels of significant, it's just kind of... eh. But, on the other hand, I've been complaining about Anna not being the fucking protagonist. Is he finally gonna be the protagonist again? You know, being the POV character? Maybe. Maybe we'll get lucky, and something happens. And keeps happening, instead of just getting washed away. Like fucking sand in the ocean. Sand in the sea, I guess. That was the Anon of before. The Anon who... Fuck off, that doesn't make sense. The Anon who wanted to squander opportunity. No, you're not! You explicitly changed. Was that the Anon of... What are we... What? I think I'm missing the whole sentence structure. Like, what is... Okay, like, I use sentence structures like this, okay? But damn, that doesn't read well. Please include a was I still the Anon from before. If I was still. Because, that is a long fucking sentence. Before you get to the part where you establish... whatever. Moving on. Yes, you're not that guy. A smile on your snout, because that's how this guy writes. I like how he's just been zoned out. What do you mean cruel? It'd be rude or uncaring or a bit cold, but not cruel. Cruel is like malicious and evil. I think this guy doesn't know what cruel is, considering that Anon keeps moaning about how the world is cruel when everyone gives him hugs and kisses. Motherfucker comes from My Little Pony land. Man, life's so cruel when you don't get gifts on your birthday. Where's my letter from Celestia? What cruelty is this? I've been told that apparently one of the letters to Celestia was written by Applejack, and apparently Applejack just says, "No, I was right." And to be honest, I love that kind of meta-level fuckery. I love it when you fuck with the formula. That's some tasty spice. Considering this entire thing has been like nothing happens, technically speaking, or it happens to the wrong people. I guess this is also spicy formula by being good. So when do we stop packing? I like how he's just like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. My casual. No, that sounds enthusiastic. That's not casual. Caught everyone off guard. Again, this is not casual. Especially if you're fucking smirking. Smirking ain't casual. Casual smirk maybe, but not a smirk. I mean, a casual smirk isn't casual either. Cause I don't know, is it? I'm being a little bitch. Let's just say I'm being a little bitch. Yeah, sure, that's a big change and everything. My last shrimp. No, it's the last bit of shrimp jambalaya, or the last shrimp, or your last bit of jambalaya, but shrimp jambalaya is not a thing. It's not countable that way. You don't have one shrimp jambalaya. I mean, there's a shrimp in the jambalaya, and you can eat that last, but I think you guys are making the right choice. I wish you guys included me in the conversation. Yeah, like, shouldn't you bring this up, like, at the beginning of the fucking year? Yeah, we should. Jesus. You're binguses. I mean, you're like their first kids. You can't help it, you know? You know, Anon, sometimes you gotta be a little bit patient. I mean, shouldn't Anon be patient with this? I mean, he's had two parents who've had first kids, like his own and these guys, so you should know a little better. You should give him pat-pats, Anon. Give him pat-pats. You're probably older than them. I mean, they could be, but they would have to be 18 at the time. He's still closer than is comfortable. Like, even if they were, like, 30, right? Okay, let me just get this down pat for everyone in the room. If these people were, like, 30 years old when they conceived Anon. Anon was, like, born when they were 12, mentally speaking. If they were 40, it's almost alright. But then in 20, the weird part of age differences, not important. Like, not important logistically. This I'm not going to knock any points off for, because this is just the inevitable consequence of what you're doing with the plot. But you get what I'm trying to say, is that, like, fuckery-duckery here. There's a duck and a fuck, and it's all over the place. And they got corkscrew penises, man. Shit's wild. Anyway, they're sorry about it. Don't worry, they're very nice and polite. Olivia was also super nice and polite. I'm so numb. My parents thought about me when they were making decisions, but they didn't include me. See, Olivia is so busy being fucking annoyed as shit and angry about the fact that she's disabled, and everyone likes her art because she's disabled, Olivia, you're disabled now, and that defines you as a person, and she's annoyed about that. But even she had time to think about you, because you helped her up the stairs. It's so saccharine. Like, if you're gonna be the saccharine, why even have the downbeats? I peer at the baryonyx. I'll put this in the dishwasher. If I, like, label... Does this thing have a label feature? No. I don't know if there's a mark feature. I wonder if you label, like, the big words, smile, snout, claw, and peer, how much you would... Like, if they would alternate. Male ducks are fucking weird, man. Well, the fucking is weird. The fucking of a male duck is weird. And that's how my YouTube channel got fired. Dino Mo's. The world really was coming full circle. I mean, good observation. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, we'll do one more sesh, and then we're gonna call over to just do the rest tomorrow.